Alright, welcome back to Game Assay, or Play Assay if you watch this later on YouTube. So it's playing Fallout New Vegas. Okay, I have to fix this, hold on. This is driving me nuts. Okay. Did we keep it? We're keeping it. Anyway. So it's doing Fallout New Vegas. I just put like 5 solid hours into it, so we're definitely we just got to New Vegas. I have a cat hair in my eye. This is going very poorly. I was fucking around for a bit, but I accidentally got a level, so we'll just start here and take my level quick. I already have speech maxed out by level 10. So, I'm supposed to report to Mr. House, so we'll go do that. What up, Victor?
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Okay.
I see you brought a friend. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
I suppose. I go where I please.
Come back.
Bandit AF. What a waste. I think I can play the games, though. No? Okay, we'll gamble some more later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Where to, partner? Penthouse floor.
Watch this. No, we'll talk to him first.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well.
Indeed,
I have to
someone
ask,
who knows the difference.
now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Yeah, I prefer the wasteland, to be honest. What the hell are you? Yeah.
A crude question, crudely asked. I'll be happy to satisfy your rambunctious curiosity at a more appropriate moment. But now, I'll repeat my question.
Rude.
What do you make of what you've seen?
City devoted to vice and sin? It's not to love.
Oh, come now, don't play the fool. Vegas has fools enough, a superfluity of them. They're what makes it so profitable. They come to Vegas chasing penny-ante dreams of high living, to feel like they're big shots, like they're winners. You see that you and I are of a different stripe, don't you? We don't have to dream that we're important. We are. Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Alright.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
Yeah.
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
1,000 caps?
What did you wish to know?
Lots.
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops. It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him. If you were to approach Benny in public, you might be able to leverage his fear of exposure to make him agree to meet with you in private.
Let's do that.
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door. What else did you want to know? Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago.
Which is recent.
Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened. To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along. A more than suitable replacement. I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex
Okay, well,
technologies
not everybody
can be.
owns Robco, Tony Stark.
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Goodsprings is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determine the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find.
How the fuck
That's
did
all you need
lose
to
it?
know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
The more I know about it, the easier it is to find.
You might keep an eye out for any computers that Benny's been using. Maybe even a computer lab of some sort.
There we go. I like this part.
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, "This is important. Attack this." I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home. Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business.
True.
In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it. I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation. Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon.
Unlike, say, President Eden. Damn it.
No. While brains demonstrated some use as organic processors in the robots produced by General Atomics International, they never retained personality once removed from the human body. Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
Otherwise.
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
What use do you have for money? Alright, whatever.
It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What?
Alright.
Have you considered the terms of my offer? There's little else for us to discuss until you have. Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
Nope.
Until...
Alright, let's go get Benny. Okay, now the fun part.
Welcome to the Vegas.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
No, he's not.
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
I'm good.
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark. Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know? They're just new money, Sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Fair point.
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign
We
shop.
will go look at that.
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Neato.
Why, Sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we? Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
Fair enough.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neurocomputational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
So you're a copy of a dead woman. What exactly do you do?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Sorry I asked.
Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars, hmm?
Yep, fair enough.
And
I'm gonna go now, actually.
Congratulations, partner. Your boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite.
Cool, you can move on
You
to
can
Novak.
bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Presidential suite.
High Roller Suite.
I really decided what kind of layout I'm gonna go with. Oh. Fine then. So much better than going to a store for that. Any weapons I want to keep around? No. Nope, I kind of just want to use them. Alright then.
Where to, partner?
Ground floor. Why can't it just say casino? It should be casino-ground floor.
Casino floor.
Oh, whoop. Holdout, that's what they're called.
Hey, baby doll. Welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying. Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
Point me to Benny. Alright. What weapons do I get to keep? No. Yep, told you. Oh, let's put on... Make a little bit of an entrance, huh? Good enough. What time is it? Just a midday stroll. What up?
What in the goddamn? Let's keep this in the groove, hey? Smooth moves, smooth. Hello. That broad everyone saw go in the
Hey,
Lucky
don't fucking
38,
call me a
that was
broad.
you? Oh, shit.
Dug myself out of a grave to plant you and yours, Benny. When you shot me, you ran off so fast I never got your name.
You making a pass at me, sister? Because I'm out of your league.
Is it wrong to want a guy to shoot me in the head? Yes. Yes, it is. However.
Did those bullets scramble your egg? Or have you always been a naughty broad?
Oh, I'm glad I picked that. This is good fun.
You're one sick pussycat, baby. There's Quinn's, and then there's... I don't even know what to call you. I hear dig from you, babe, and all I can think of is a shovel. How can this be? This ain't forgiveness. It's something wrong.
Okay.
All right, honey, baby. This is all kinds of wrong, but to my sweet it is. 13th floor. Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Keep those hands where I can see them.
Oh, can you come too, by the way? You know, since we're having a national lesson on what a devil's triangle is. For anyone who thinks it's a drinking game, a devil's triangle is a threesome between two men and one woman. Don't keep me waiting, man. Fucking slow. This isn't the room it usually is, but okay. Straight to his bedroom, I guess. Usually it's a bigger, fancier room. Oh, the presidential suite. That's usually where it takes you.
Benny's gonna show you the tops. I hope you're built sturdy, you crazy broad.
Holy shit. Wow. Not doing it.
You tramp. Like I needed another social disease anyhow. Hey!
Oh. Oh.
Harden up.
Huh. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Somehow that's still satisfying. Now, we're going to take your gun and the chip and everything. No. It's supposed to blow up eventually. Alright. Benny, Benny, you took Abroad to your secret lair. This is why you're here. This is why you're here. A body on the floor. Alright. Now, are the guards gonna go nuts? Because I don't really want him in this room. No. No, they won't. However, where am I gonna go? I'm taking your... Yeah, I'm taking your suit. Thanks for the assist, by the way, Boone. I hope you weren't excited, because, like, yeah, you knew better, right? Okay, cool, just checking. Because, like, I can't imagine you're ready for any intimacy after what you've been through the past at least 48 hours. And... drop. Somebody come clean this up. I forgot to bring ammo for my weapon. Oh, that's precious. We're gonna keep his head here. A little rot, I don't know. I'll put it in a jar. Damn. Let's put on a suit. I think it has a speech bonus or some shit. Yeah, wow. No. Hello!
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
Explain everything about the plot.
Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Yeah.
It's what Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful.
Have you seen this platinum chip before?
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
That's the Legion's headquarters. So, yeah. What was Benny planning?
Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the Platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then, I guess, I just do as I'm told.
Yeah, you're kind of a loudmouth, dude.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
Well, he probably didn't think that the person he shot in the head would come up to his bedroom under the auspices of sleeping with him and beat him to death with her bare hands and then shoot him with his own gun. I can't imagine he thought of that. Say I wanted to take over say I wanted to take over New Vegas myself. What then?
Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't have wanted me to. But hey, not my fault I can't say no.
This is why we need robots. This is why robots can't program themselves. Because this boy would end the world again immediately. Yeah, all by himself?
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside.
Julie.
But that's all I remember.
Julie.
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan. It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network.
Duh. I've been inside.
You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs.
Oh, you know, me? What do you know about the courier?
I knew she was carrying the platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for her. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the platinum chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh?
I would use the word knowledgeable. Yeah, that would be me, dude.
I know that's not true, because you still have a head.
However...
That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now.
You should. That's okay, though.
Of course you do. Sorry about that. And it's wonderful that you do. The platinum chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word.
Well, being exploited is kind of your thing, so... Anywho.
Sorry if that was getting boring.
No, just, you know, exposition. I like this. So I should ask these tribes if they'll support an independent Vegas.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty, or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do.
Hey, you just get to decide who you want to genocide and who you don't. That's your thing.
There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman,
Yeah, we
for
got real
instance.
close.
I think you should visit the other families on this strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the
The Boomers.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Anywho. You said something about a bunker and a fort?
Right! It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with non-standard hardware. My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else? Maybe a giant robot or something. Neat.
Something happens to Mr. House, I'll let you know.
I'll be waiting right here.
Hey, you keep that to yourself. Alright. So, Benny's dead. I should have drawn out his dialogue just a little more to see what else he says, but I was just really itching to shoot him in the head with my gun that doesn't have bullets. Anywho. So yeah. Benny... Yes, man, just told you, but I'm going to do it shorter. So Benny was going to have Mr. Vegas killed, take over the Scurotrons, and take over New Vegas. A playthrough I've never done, because I just don't have it in me to go up to Benny and say, okay, here, you can have things after you shot me in the head. I just haven't been able to do it. So we're going to do a very NCR favorable independent Vegas. I think that sounds nice, because NCR is okay, but they could use a hand. But we can't just give them the Scurotrons, so... Let's go report to Vegas. But before then... Let's play some games at the casino, knowing that Benny won't see a red cent. Oh, what the... Oh, wow, that threw me off. Hey, Swank. Where are you, Swank?
How's it hanging?
Pretty good. Pretty good. That's a good old revenge. Where are you, Swank? Where's Swank?
Jesus. Benny's dead, and now I gotta take up the slack. This right here is the end of an era.
Who the fuck are you?
Baby, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. Name's Swank. This here's my joint.
News gets around fast.
Yeah, well, that's the way it used to be. Now that Benny's gone, it's just me in charge.
So, knowing that he's fairly, friendly to Mr. House, I think we'll keep Swank around.
This place is the bee's knees.
Where do I get some chips?
Hey, there's the high roller.
No, I suppose that does make me high. Oh, I'll put my gun away. Chips upstairs. There we go.
Welcome to the Tops. How can I? How many? Is there? Here's your chips.
All right then. I guess you do have a bunch of Legion money. All right. Blackjack. Let's keep it one. Deal. 7 ace, 18. Stay. Eighteen's hard to work with. 13. Hit. 21. Alright. Let's go to 5. $19. Ooh. Pick my lucky number. 27. Oh, you can just use your mouse here. No, you can't. Come on, man. Maxed out luck. What are you doing to me here? What was that sound? It's not the sound of winning. I think it's the sound of me getting my achievement so I can be done here. Yep.
Hey, there's the high roller.
high roller because I murdered Benny's face.
Welcome to the tops. How can...
I'd like to cash out.
In what currency would you like your payout? Non-cap currencies will have fractions paid out in caps.
Just caps, please.
Caps it is.
That's all.
Thank you, and...
Oh, it's just 1-to-1? Well, that's lame. Alright, you guys are alright. You can stay when I annihilate people.
The eyes of the mighty Caesar are upon you. He admires your accomplishments and bestows upon you the exceptional gift of his mark.
Oh.
Any crimes you may have perpetrated against the Legion are hereby forgiven. Caesar will not extend this mercy a second time.
Ooh.
My lord requires your presence at his camp at Fortification Hill. His mark will guarantee your safe conduct through our lands.
Oh, this is a Doghead.
I am the greatest of Caesar's Frumentari. It was not a challenge to find you. Nor is this my first visit to the Strip. The mighty Caesar has bestowed upon you his mark and guaranteed safe conduct. If he wanted you dead, you would be dead already. Seek Caesar by way of Cottonwood Cove, south of Nelson. The Cursor Lucullus will be waiting.
Good to know. Let's bring the chip to house.
So I hear Mr. House runs the Strip. He took it over.
Where to, partner?
Penthouse? Hardcore parkour? Save point. Crucial save point.
So, Benny has been handled, and you've recovered the platinum chip. Let's have it.
Here you go.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale.
Place I
Back
should
then,
probably know.
anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day.
Yeah.
But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
So what does it do?
Some things are more easily shown than told. Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. We have much to accomplish, you and I.
So, oh, it does it automatically.
Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would. I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glassinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun.
Cool, cool.
All of this you probably already knew.
Actually, no.
What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons.
Which you couldn't fucking take care of, I guess.
Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated onboard auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
Yes, we do.
Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think?
Sure.
I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the Strip.
You think your Securitrons can defeat Kaiser's Legion and the NCR?
Why would I want to go to war against the NCR? They're my best customers. If their leaders weren't scheming to steal Vegas out from under me, I'd have no troubles with the NCR at all. To secure the future of New Vegas, I must have your assistance. The work ahead is dangerous, but you weather danger well.
Listening.
The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill. Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to me.
Excuse me?
I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you could find one.
What do you want me to do then?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the Platinum chip. Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Oh, come on.
So don't bother asking. I'm not offering you an incentive as crude as money, though there'll be plenty of that. What I'm offering you is a ground floor opportunity in the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future. For you, and for what remains of the human race. What did you want? That's because he ceased to be relevant when you recovered the Platinum chip. Revenge doesn't interest me. Progress does.
Okay, well his head isn't
Sorry
attached to
to
his
deny
body
you
anymore.
a moment of primate triumph, but you'll have to go elsewhere to sound your barbaric yawp.
Fuck you.
What else did you want to discuss?
A little much there, dude. Goddamn.
It was a place of splendor. As
That's one way to put
magnificent as today's Strip may seem, it's but a shadow of the neon paradise that was Las Vegas. I grew up not far from here, and though I traveled the old world extensively, I never found another place like it. By 2065, I deemed it a mathematical certainty that an atomic war would devastate the Earth within 15 years. Every projection I ran confirmed it. I knew I couldn't save the world, nor did I care to, but I could save Vegas, and in the process, perhaps save mankind.
Okay.
I set to work immediately. I thought I had plenty of time to prepare. As it turned out, I was 20 hours short. On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted Las Vegas and its surrounding areas. My networked mainframes were able to predict and force transmit disarm code subsets to 59 warheads, neutralizing them before impact. Laser cannons mounted on the roof of the Lucky 38 destroyed another 9 warheads. The rest got through, though none hit the city itself. A suboptimal performance, admittedly. If only the Platinum chip had arrived a day sooner. The Platinum chip was printed in Sunnyvale, California on October 22nd, 2077, the day before the Great War. It was to have been delivered by courier the following afternoon, but by then, the world had ended. The chip contained vital software upgrades, but not just for my Securitrons. Every aspect of the missile defense grid would have been upgraded too. Given that I had to make do with buggy software, the outcome could have been worse. I nearly died as it was. Software glitches set off a cascade of system crashes. I had to take the Lucky 38's reactor offline, lest it melt down.
Damn.
For nearly 5 years, I battled power outages and more system crashes until I finally managed to reboot my data core with an older version of the OS. I spent the next few decades in a veritable coma, but I survived, obviously, and eventually thrived.
Man, it probably should have taken you less than 5 years to restore to a previous system of the OS. Like, that's like step 4. Gets it from Hoover Dam. Nah, I'm not going to ask about that. Alright.
Goodbye.
Oh, level. Where's my science? Oh, right there. Medicine. Yeah, I need more medicine here. Okay. Time to get crazy. Hi there. If you could just, go somewhere else. Unauthorized user to the antechamber. Proceed? Yes.
Searching. Confirm. Target. Targeted.
Unlock.
Targeted.
Did I come through the door? Oh shit, my weapons. Now would you look at this? Game. I will TCL. Fuck you. So he is alive. Notice he's got a tube coming out the front. Got a... Okay, well, we'll get a better look at him in a minute. They just let me walk in here. Unseal. Microbial infection risk. Proceed? Yes. Hi. Let's get a look at you. Heart monitor, stomach monitor, so you can actually like kind of eat. Got the head one, of course. Relieve waste, although there's not. I'm guessing that's supposed to take care of both ends. Hello.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So
Never noticed
much
the beard.
good undone.
It's just business.
If personal gain, what you sought, should have done as asked.
I mean, that's just obviously a prison. Oh, how about this? I'll put you back in your tube. Good as new.
No! Ruined everything. Exposed germs. A year of life, if at most. I have nothing to say to you.
Well, put you out of misery then. Game was rigged from the start. What? I gotta kill my fucking moment like that. No headshots, apparently. You can go back in. Should plant something on you. Let's put him in Benny's suit. The house has gone bust. Wild card. Change in management. Hold on, let's... In case they still want to kill me.
Engaging target. Obituaries of the recently deceased Mr. House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the Vegas Strip, are still available. Just ask any Securitron. This is a restricted area.
Okay. How does the lady feel? Oh. Victor? I guess Victor got erased.
I've got your back.
Alright. Let's go get me some Securitrons. Barely an hour. We've totally just solidified the plot. Which I like. You guys are... Alright. Hey, you.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else?
Ready for you to join... Mr. House is out of the picture already.
You already took care of Mr. House? Wow, you work fast.
That I do.
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful. Let's go.
Okay, good. It doesn't make me escort him there. Yeah, we'll leave his head there. Can't really carry it with me.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands.
Okay.
Thanks. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Seriously, shit better work.
Wow, Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a printout with some additional information.
Thanks. Ooh, that's right. You gotta play this a little carefully, otherwise you'll lose him.
Oh, hi again. Can I help you with something else? Here's another one of my printouts. Read up.
Did it add a note or something? I told you lately you're my favorite person. You are. Thanks. The reason I gave you this printout is wanted to remind you that the bunker Mr. House built at Fertigation Hill. I was going to say something about out loud, but then I felt self-conscious because I feel really, really annoying when I repeat myself. Just to clarify, anytime you want to repeat yourself, go right on ahead. It's only a problem when I do it. Okay, yes man robot with social anxiety. I'll find her.
Oh, hi.
Let's talk about the tribes I should get to know.
cons are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, the Khan's been kicked around.
They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them.
Oh no, we'll get rid of them. They're supposed to be dead at the end of Fallout 1. Apparently the story goes that the Vault Dweller killed them off in Fallout 1, and they're just there in Fallout 2. It goes through that ending cutscene and everything, where the Khans are like, they're dead, and the wastes have claimed their bones. Then Fallout 2 is like, here's the Khans. No, let's talk about something else. Oh, whoops. Well, I need to meet all these people before I decide to off them, so... let's go to Fort Hill. Can you take your body somewhere else? Yes, ma'am. Wow, I'm strong.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
Who are you?
I am Cursar Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go?
Sure. Yeah.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now.
Seriously?
This is your last warning. You will relinquish your weapons and banned items, or prepare to face the consequences. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Awe.
They took the chip.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Wow, you got shit.
I haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lanius,
Ooh.
his second in command, however. It was unpleasant. He's the best the Legion has to offer, or so the legionaries say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask in a battle.
Obnoxious.
He killed one of my pack Brahmins simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though.
Yeah, good call. So I think what's going to happen is when I get to the
stories about
the burned man, we'll get to him. So I think I get my weapons back before I go into the bunker. I'll figure it out from there. Raising kids for the Legion.
True to...
In one playthrough, Caesar kidnapped Benny, and I got to fight him in the arena. I think that was my first playthrough even. Which I thought that was really cool. I don't know how I figured that out. Shut up. Send me to fucking Caesar's hideout without a fucking weapon. Fuck you. We're gonna kill Caesar at some point here, just so we're clear.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Hello.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the Strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military upgrade?
Yep.
But the topper, the coup de grace, Mr. House dies while you're visiting him at the Lucky 38. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
Yeah. What were you looking to start?
The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House erased from the picture. Not just the man you killed, but what he left behind. His legacy.
No. How do you know so much about me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf.
Fair enough.
It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'll give you the platinum chip, and then you'll use it exactly like I tell you to.
Sure.
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch.
How do you know that?
So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Destroy it. How very myopic. Give me my shit back.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
I have his permission, Mr. Shimmy.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him.
Thank you. About time.
Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
Bad call. Let me just get all this shit arranged first. Stim. Oh, he took my stim packs. I didn't get them back. Okay, good. I fucking need stim packs. Well. Oh, it's radioactive down here. Okay. Here's what I say to that. My technically better armor. Status log. No recent events displayed. Radiation leak detected. Oh, that's recent. Maintenance bot dispatched. Power surge detected. Maintenance bot not responsive. Oh boy. Security alert level 1. Okay. Alright then. That's a mattress. Wow. Nice. Nice touch. Normally Mr. House will come through here, but he's busy.
Our way, true to Caesar.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done.
Well, my job, but yeah.
I've read Mr. House's obituary. Had a high opinion of himself, didn't he?
Okay, Mr. Glasshouse.
With Mr. House out of the way, I can focus on smoothing out a few lingering complications elsewhere in the Mojave. First up are the Boomers of Nellis Air Force Base. A tribe so reclusive, it lobs artillery shells at anyone who comes near their settlement. I want you to offer them an alliance with my Legion. My terms are simple. Target their guns against the NCR side of the dam when I assault it, and they can keep their freedom. If you find they aren't amenable to this offer, destroy them.
Got a better offer.
Wolpes is the best of my Frumentari. A remarkable individual from an unremarkable tribe south of the Utah. He was brought into the Legion as a boy. Survived training. Fought well enough as a legionary to be promoted to the rank of Decanus. Then in battle against an unimportant tribe, he broke ranks and led his contubernium through a hole in their defenses to capture its chieftain. Well, his Kenturian wanted him crucified for disobedience, so I made him a Frumentari. Whatever I require, infiltration, assassination, dramatic atrocities to break the spirit of the enemy, etc. They're mentally flexible. They operate behind enemy lines for extended periods, imitating the enemy's customs without becoming sullied.
Usually.
In all these things, Wolpes is a master. Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe.
Yep, he is Legion material.
He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off. It was days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal.
Yep, Legion. That's enough.
Well, it's called an autodoc. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science. Good. Your first challenge will be to reach their settlement without getting blown up. After that, should be easy.
Alright, you.
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
How much? Oh, okay.
Whoa, simmer down. I'll tell you, I'm a gambler and a scavenger. I've made some cash from gambling and some cash from reclaiming goods that are no longer being used. Now, do you want my help or not?
Sure.
Oh, lordy, lordy. There are a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nellis. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat. There is a way.
Alright, let's hear it.
Well, I know the secret to get past. If you give me the caps, I'll tell you. If you make it back alive, I'll double your money.
Yeah, 300's kind of a lot, dude.
Suit yourself. Come back and see me when you get tired of picking shrapnel out of your backside.
You should have said ass there. That would have been better. We'll just try it the hard way. Hug the sides. Okay, game, you're off to a bad start. Haha, made it to the fence. Yeah, boo-boo.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
Setting it to easy mode?
But I had you zeroed in the whole time.
No, you didn't.
Nobody's that fast.
You're just a
dumbass. Move a
dumbass.
muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces.
I mean, okay, yeah. I ain't coming to attack you, dude.
Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis
Nice to
homeland.
meet you.
Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you. Follow close and mind your behavior.
Oh, that's fast. I like it when they teleport.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for
Oddly
an
specific.
outsider to come along and visit.
And then you think they'll roll out the red carpet.
Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child. Explosive ordnance is what keeps the savages at a distance. Except you. There's something special about you, child, and it was the howitzers that gave you a chance to show it.
Sure, that's one way of putting it.
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see. You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman.
You just said 5 years ago.
Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little, or become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis.
Where do I start?
You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, he's youngin'. Alright.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Hold on. Who are you?
Me? I'm Pete, keeper of the story. I know I seem kind of young. I was the apprentice keeper of the story until a couple months ago. But old Keeper Don, well...
Well?
Whiskey and landmines don't go together. So it's up to me. I bet you want to know everything about us.
Sure.
Gosh, there's a lot of... Over at the workshop... Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
I actually didn't notice it.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale.
Oh, this one.
Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers.
Aye.
It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis.
That's very efficient. 40 to 1.
Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
No, you have successfully frightened me.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please. If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing
Sounds
too
good.
complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways. Ha! If we had spare parts, do you think I'd be asking you to fix the damn things? That's rich.
Fair enough.
No, we ran out of spares a while back, and Jack and I have been doing our best to patch the arrays up as best we can. Sadly, we're at our wits' end. There have to be spare parts somewhere around the wasteland, but I just don't know where to direct you. You may have noticed we don't get out much.
That I had.
No. No, those aren't for outsiders to use. Leave them alone.
I'm genuinely interested in your people's history.
Well, if you genuinely care so much, they're flight simulators.
I knew that.
If you don't know our history yet, you should see Pete and get the tour. We dream to one day rule the skies.
That is the thing, there's no Air Force post-apocalyptia here. Well, the Enclave has their vertibirds, I guess. Attack helicopters aren't exactly an Air Force, though. More just air superiority.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
You got a bug problem, apparently?
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle.
Fuck you.
But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells.
No shit.
Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Well, let's check that then, because I don't feel like accidentally shooting an artillery shell. Which one's Loyal? He's over here.
What are you doing?
Mini boomer. Not boomer child. Mini boomer. Hey, you.
What is it, outsider?
Kelsey, doing something for the ants?
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants. Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
I was gonna say, yeah, high frequency sounds aren't harmless, just because you can't hear them. That's convenient. Solar panels and the ants are in the same place. Should probably fix the solar panels before we try to flick the power, huh? God damn. I'm always 5 short. I have some clothes that raise repair. How close am I to a level? Pretty close. Oh, maybe we'll do the ants first then. Oh yeah, sonic emitter. Strange setup. The light should go on when it's on and be off when it's not. Alright, where's the damn mound? Oh, look, an egg mound. Not what I was going for. Here we go. Why do I activate it? Lord Death. Huzzah! Well, that was easy. Almost feeling a bit overleveled.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to. I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
Last time I did this, I lost a couple. So, let's put a few in medicine while we're here. Need that in repair. Where was the other one?
Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, nice.
That was some fine doctoring. I could learn a thing or two from you.
Do you have a book?
Yes, outsider? Sorry, friend. There's still patience.
I cannot. Alright, let's try it. I noticed. Oh, it was this one. Enderpearce was swelling around his face and neck, interfering with his breathing. Improper treatment will kill him. Are you sure you want to treat him? You have just enough skill to recognize that you're about to do more harm than good. You stop before causing any serious complications. Yay. Alright, dude.
Yes, outsider?
Hello, outsider. Need something? An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future.
Yada. Yay. Apparently hearing the kid's history lesson counts as help, because I didn't save the last guy.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child. I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around.
Yay.
Find Loyal
couple hours.
and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
So it's a bit cryptic, but okay. Oh yeah, I should try to help Jack.
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
I don't want to hear about your lady in the water.
Ain't nothing creepy about it. It's a term of respect. A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop
not a hard
explosives
concept.
down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
Deal.
It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
Alright.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button. Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Hey, Jack. So you could try holding your breath. Thanks, asshole. I'll give that a shot. Meanwhile, oh, you've got some other issues, don't you, Jack?
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
It's all America, jackass.
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it.
Come on.
You think I'm handsome? Wow. I wonder if she does too. There's an outpost near here. The signs say, Crimson Caravan. It seems like they carry things to and fro for people out there.
You know what a caravan
Well,
is?
every once in a while, I watch the outpost through one of the spotter's binoculars. And sometimes there's this girl there. This special girl. And sometimes it's like she's watching me back with her binoculars. Except she's probably just watching Nellis. I haven't tried waving.
I'll bite.
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived.
Okay,
You'd really
different
talk to her
taste,
for
but
me?
alright.
What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me?
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Stranger things happen.
That would be amazing. As in, I would thank you forever.
In the meantime...
Have you seen her? I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Well, actually...
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
Thank you. Those lines are written pretty rough. Like, they should add a little bit of, like, doubt or something. Like, oh, just do this. Because I'm the science character. And I know everything. Oh, damn. Wait. Can't tell which is farther. I think this is closer. Did it say it's here just now? How the fuck is this ballast supposed to work? There we go. I was gonna say, definitely need the ballast on both ends. Can I fast travel from underwater? Wait, no, I just need to get to shore. Okay, now. Oh, thought it was mine.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors. I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
Oh, rough around the edges, eh?
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like? Well, you don't have to do that anymore. Sounds like I better hurry to him. Any chance the boomers would let me visit
just
Nellis?
press that jealousy button.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
Having trouble with the fridge there? The handle's right there. Are you okay? Do you think you should be in charge anymore?
Really?
There you go.
Hello.
Yeah, let's start with the good news.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so. Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us.
Oh, automatically helps whoever you want. Lovely.
Well, well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
An outsider.
She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive. I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love? You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider.
Hey man, you just said Jack was responsible, not me.
But...
Jack. Is that safe? Alright, whatever.
Hello. It's great to finally meet. Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Ah, Nito. How do you feel about this?
Thank you for getting me here. Jack is a great guy.
Hey, at least you're having fun too. Cause yeah, if it's it's creeping me out.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Oh yeah, and you got an arrow to the knee too, right?
Have you brought news of the boomers?
Wonder of the boomers. They'll do as I say.
Good. Make sure they help the Legion when the time comes. As for your next assignment, I want you to forge an alliance between Caesar's Legion and the White Glove Society. They used to be cannibals. I expect that information can be used to manipulate them. Go to...
Oh! God damn it!
Never this bad before. Fuck this. I'm going to lie down. Come back later. Tomorrow.
Oh, I thought they were going to kill
Some
me.
of the
Okay.
slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man.
You received my message. Good. I realize that it may seem a little strange that I'm contacting you, considering your reputation.
Not really.
But I have a business proposition I'd like to discuss with you.
Shoot.
I'm going to keep this as simple as possible so we don't waste each other's time. The NCR is in a bit of a tight spot with all that's going on with Mr. House and the Legion. And despite your reputation and previous actions with the NCR, we could use your help. To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves. Someone with your background and reputation. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me? That's excellent news. So they'll help us, right?
They'll help me.
Excellent work. I can't tell you how
He's
useful
just not
that
going to
will
catch
be.
that hint.
In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. But we can speak of it later. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again.
Alright, medicine. Obviously going to be my stopping point for the next thing. Wow, do I hate the layout of this building.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when it went down, man. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here. and you've done some good work for me already.
Damn straight.
I'll tell you what. You promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
Deal.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that.
Yep.
I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear? Rex, this is your new master. Protect her as you would me.
That was easy. And now I should be able to bring a pistol. Unless I gotta talk to dude again.
By order of Kaiser.
Sure.
Your belongings. Awe.
There we go. We'll talk to Caesar. Hopefully it's been a day or two. See if he gives me the option to heal him. At which point we, won't. If he makes me go do shit anymore, I'm just gonna shoot him in the head. Do I get to keep my stim packs? Absolute dick. Alright. There's a way I can keep the stim packs. I don't think I have the intelligence for it, though.
You must enter Kaisar's tent.
Alright.
You must enter Kaisar's tent.
It's a dog, dude.
Awe. True to Kaiser.
We'll actually do a save point here, because this is a critical plot point.
The last time we met, I appreciate your concern, but I'm in excellent health. And we have other matters to discuss. Have you been successful? Then, have you been successful in your... Even with the white... It's called an auto doc. You can treat broken bones, makes for a...
Okay, well...
Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you'd best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
So what's the biggest weapon they let me keep? Grenades. Grenades are big weapons. All right.
Another kill to my name.
Oh boy. Yeah, wow, that didn't go well. Fuck, yeah, let's hit one of those. Fuck off.
Retribution!
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Kitty, your timing is just horrendous. Just horrendous. You know it. You can sense it.
There you
Hey,
are.
puppy. Puppy. You know, fuck you.
You like that?
Where's my healing powder?
Retribution.
I'd like to take this moment to point out I still have a stealth boy on. Nope.
Retribution.
Did they let me keep doctor's bags? Yes, yes they did.
You'll pay for that.
Okay, I need a little guidance out of here. Just give me a quest that takes place. Sure, whatever. Dumbass broke away from the group. I'm not gonna make it through this.
like that?
Oh shit, they're gonna kill me at the last fucking moment. Last fucking moment. Okay. Oh, yay!
You like that?
Get it. Get me killed here. Oh, hi. Since the healing items are time-based. Yeah, thought so.
Come on. You like those?
Really? It's easy to get confused because it's a spear. Like, okay, I just have to deal with this now. I'm fucked. God damn fucking game. Oh, good.
Won't escape me.
Healing powder, please. Okay. You're gonna fast travel back, and it should just give me my shit back, hopefully. Oh! Oh. Only died once. That's impressive. Woo. Oh, that was so tense. Oh my god, okay. Hey, we're not doing that. Class of 99. OVA class of 99. Ban the bomb. Drop chems, not bombs. Those sound like my kind of people. Hey, puppy. And the bullshit starts right about now. Now. God, that noise. Oh. Be cool. Be cool.
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear. There's nothing to talk over. You can strip down and hand over your equipment, or you can die. Will you comply?
Because I want to be cool with you guys.
Take it all off and hand it to me. Then come inside and through the door at the rear of the chamber. Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
Alright. Paladin, should I talk to the Elder first?
How the hell did you get in here? Normally, I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take you to him.
Oh,
Follow
easy.
me, closely, or you'll be shot.
Kind of like the way they did that. You know, closely. Or you'll be shot. I mean, up to you. Do what you want. Oh, you look like a real fucking charmer.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth.
I've played this game a dozen times before, and I know where you are. But, I was just exploring.
You took an extreme risk in coming here. My policy towards trespassers has not been lenient. The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside.
Well, maybe
For
run your
this
sandstorm
reason, I
during the
might
day.
be interested in contracting with an outsider who can accomplish certain tasks. Some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood?
Alright.
Very well. I'll be interested to see how thoroughly and efficiently you carry out your mission.
Can I have my ship back?
Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free.
Okay.
You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the Ranger.
I'm assuming the Brigado Brotherhood is definitely a very powerful presence out east.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger?
You are too white for this voice.
Ha! Got some claws on you, little lady. I like that.
Keep
What can
forgetting
I
I'm
do
playing a
for you?
woman. What are you doing here?
Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, I figured it was ideal. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working, and a safe house is no good without one. I reckon I'll stick around a while, patrol for troublemakers, see if I can get that radio working. Oh, and in your expert opinion, why would that be? You've seen that with your own two eyes?
Totes.
God damn. I knew Cook's gang passed through these parts about that frequently, but I didn't know they holed up here. Be a rude awakening to find 15 of those merciless bastards looking down at me snoozing on my bedroll. Yep.
Indeed.
I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes to catch stragglers. Thanks for the information. You may have saved my life.
You're goddamn welcome. But shave that fucking shit, man. That mutton chops are not in. They have been in 400 years. Not coming back. Okay? Okay. Good talk. Take this motherfucking collar off.
How did you resolve the situation with the Ranger? Gone. Why did he leave? And what makes you think he won't be back? Yes, you exploited his fear of powder gangers very effectively. The collar includes a microphone, you see. Part of the test. He'll keep his distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that these bunkers house something far more dangerous to him than criminals. Well played.
I thought so too.
Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you.
Please do.
There, that's better, I hope. Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you. Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it, and there will be no mercy.
Well, I have an army of missile and grenade shooting Securitrons at my disposal, so... Noted. Anywho, what up?
What I wish to discuss with you can wait for once I get settled in the command room, outsider.
Alright. So yeah, those explosive collars are going to be very important in both Big Mountain and Sierra Madre. This is a very enclave-looking bunker.
When you first showed up on our doorstep, I'll admit at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of great use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here. Though no, we will be keeping an eye on you.
No, you won't.
What do you say, outsider?
Sure.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently.
Ooh.
and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Deal.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, the shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Cool. Gauss rifles? Go get them, Rex.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess.
Yes.
Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
Sure, yeah. Let me tell me with both sides. Allow me to choose between you two.
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years.
Ooh.
And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
And how do you propose to do that?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing.
Really?
The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters. The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me.
Speaking of which...
What is it, outsider? Yes, I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men.
Fair.
It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know. It's not that I dislike the Elder, but I strongly disapprove of his current style of leadership. We're safe, yes, but at what cost?
I can't imagine you have other priorities than being safe, but okay. Give me too many fucking arrows. Fuck it, we'll just go get him. By the way, do you have clothes on now? Okay, good. Oh, alright. I'm supposed to talk to you anyway.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular.
No shit.
Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. That's right. Nothing gets... Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off. Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. So, you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Yeah, what happened to Helios?
I'm sure someone's told you all this before.
Nope.
Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had
Very
some
important.
kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day. I'm sure
Damn it.
Who was Elijah more like?
No, he's still
He was
alive.
our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past. But Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Sorry. Make a mental note of Elder Elijah. Extremely important character.
Hello.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
That better.
You and me both. The Elder wants this data store operational pronto, but it doesn't look like the damn thing will be working anytime soon.
Well, let me take a crack at it.
I could use some assistance, sure, but I highly doubt.
Fuck you.
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him.
Sounds about
It's
right.
scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data. I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving
God.
periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or two, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd. Along with all of the crucial data contained within, that'd be like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing. Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin. Did you want to try isolating the virus? The virus just jumped. Find which terminals... went to.
I just can't tell if it's counting my time inside the terminal or not. It shouldn't, as the game is paused, but...
Seconds.
No.
That's it. We got it. The
Finally.
virus has been purged. You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off.
I do mind,
but I'm glad
actually.
to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right? I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again. Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest. Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis. You might...
Raymond Lorne was dismissed from post as elder for committing the crime of murder. Brother Lorne was known to have hostile feelings towards the victim, Senior Scribe Ritter. The guilty party insists that Ritter's death was a tragic case of friendly fire, but the tribunal felt that this could not let him persist as elder with such suspicion hanging over him. The judge title of elder willfully gone against the chain that binds and has been forced to step down. Head paladin Linquist succeeds. Hold on, what? Yeah. Destroying unknown device. Alright. Oh. Here, puppy. Let's return to McNamara.
Found the missing patrols? They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies.
However that happened.
But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you.
That is not a subtle code phrase.
Return when you've gathered all of their...
Bears are obviously NCR Rangers.
Looks like Mr. House.
Damn it.
Oh, hey there. That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Kind of want to get this coup over with.
Hey.
Shadowbind is the cornerstone of our organization, the rock that supports this great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. This holds that 1. Orders are to flow from on high down through the ranks. An order from a superior must always be obeyed, that their wisdom must be carried without hesitation. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not those beneath them. This is the way of harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. Pretty sure that goes out the window often.
What is it, outsider? Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm trying to avoid by ousting McNamara. That's a sensible notion. Your familiarity with him. I've been trying to get the Elder to send out scouts for years, and he's always been resistant. I wonder what... I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it? I could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios. Second part, what are you talking about?
Well, actually...
Then that means I can cast McNamara down for giving those secret orders to my paladins. Well done. That's exactly what I was looking for. There are a number of people I'll need to talk to. The process won't be instantaneous, but with this evidence, my path is clear. It shouldn't take more than a few days, and then we can begin moving forward again.
Oh.
Welcome, my friend. A new day has dawned for this chapter, and moving forward we will no longer cower in the dark. And we have you to thank for it. You'll find that I can be generous to those who show loyalty. Here, take this key. If you ever find yourself in need of repair, head to our safe house to the northeast. Now. Yes, I thought you might, given how much time you've spent here. That's not usually a request we agree to. Typically, we take in the young, so that they might be trained through adolescence. In special cases, we allow exceptional individuals to conditionally join. Luckily for you, you happen to be exceptional. The condition is that you must complete a task. This task must prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have what it takes to join the Brotherhood. I happen to have something perfectly suitable in mind. Though I warn you.
Well, come on.
Back when we were stationed at Helios, our scouts reported that a group was establishing itself in the area as a distributor of pre-war weapons. Our elder at the time, Elijah, was too concerned with getting Helios running and fending off the NCR, so he ordered us to leave them alone. It's time that we correct that oversight and show this region that the Brotherhood is still a force to be reckoned with. I want you to visit these weapons dealers, this Van Graff family. Make an example of them. Leave no one alive.
Ooh.
When the job is done, report back, and I'll arrange for a team to clean up the site and retrieve the weapons.
Alright, and that will be our last quest for this episode.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling. It should only... There. I've stowed all...
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Wow. Okay. Actually took all of them.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna search him if you don't mind.
Morning. Hello.
The Van Graffs are prominent in one or two.
Welcome to the Silver Rush. We're
it.
only top of the line and there are chief competitors in this region and many others. That makes them our enemies. While I respect their business acumen, I'm obligated to try to destroy them however I can. That's business, after all.
Okay.
Very little, same as everyone else. We attempted to deal with him when we first moved into the area, but had no luck. He must have his own weapons supplies to keep as many laser-armed robots operational as he does. Makes me wonder where they are. I've only heard rumors, since this is the furthest east our operations go, but the rumors are pretty scary. They're said to be a huge slaver nation, with all the soldiers obeying their lord with unquestioning obedience. Sounds like a man I'd like to meet. Look around, and you'll notice two things. First, we don't lack for security. I'm not worried about anyone breaking in here or stealing our goods. Not that we don't occasionally have attempts, but even those prove useful. Do you know how much target dummies cost? Back to my point. The second thing you'll notice is that we do not sell cheap merchandise. Everything here is second to none. People who buy Van Graff goods typically don't care where they have to go to get them. Yes, it is. My brother and I run this particular branch, but our family has operations all over, particularly in California.
So what do you think of the NCR, then?
You must not know a lot about my family, or you wouldn't have asked that. The Van Graffs and the NCR have been enemies for decades. They've tried to block our expansion for years, but we've managed to grow regardless. The problem is, they have too. The NCR is huge now. We're talking on a scale that's difficult to imagine. Time was, we could fight them and hold our own. Not so anymore. My family has enough men and guns to field a small army, but the NCR can field a really, really big army. Fighting them is out of the question now.
No. How about your psycho brother?
Get the fuck away from me. The last man who bothered me volunteered to help test our weapons.
You got a problem?
Huh. Well, they have public restrooms. That's nice. Is there no clever way to do this? Because I have no weapons. Okay.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas' best source of laser and plasma weapons. Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas' best source of laser and plasma weapons.
All right. Damn shame. Dude's kind of cool too. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that quest quick. Whatever. Killing him's not going to take long.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to search. Then you're not going to. I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you. There.
It's fucking stupid. I don't get my holdouts either.
Welcome to the Silver Rush. It just so happens a position opened up recently. We currently need another body to guard the entrance outside. Think you can handle that? Wonderful. I already have a man outside who can show you the ropes and get you set up. His name is Simon. He's been with the family for years, so listen.
Welcome to the
Notice how it went from...
Oh, crap. Don't tell me you're my new guard.
Notice how it went from Van Graff thug to Simon.
You can always tell a rookie. You look too eager. Give the job a few hours, and the shine will come right off. You'll be covering the other side of the door there. Take your position while I get your stuff out.
I have my own stuff,
Good.
thank you very much.
Look around and get a feel for where customers and risks can enter and exit the area while I get your gear ready. Good. Look around and get a feel for where customers and risks can enter and exit the area while I get your gear ready. Okay, now let's get you... Standard issue is your run-of-the-mill combat armor, with a nice dark coat of paint for both brand recognition and sheer intimidation value. Next, your weapon. Guards are required to use rifles. Anything lighter compromises your combat effectiveness.
Speak for yourself.
Anything heavier and people are too scared to come in the door. What's your preference, laser or plasma?
Plasma, I guess.
Nothing wrong with going plasma. Just make sure you hit what you're aiming at. Now that you're equipped, a quick word on the job at hand. In a nutshell, we're here to keep the riffraff away.
No shit.
Drunks, punks, and capless vermin are to be turned away. Potential customers are to be permitted normal entrance. That is, after we pat them down for weapons. An unarmed man is a lot less likely to try to steal something with several armed guards around. Don't start any fights. I don't care if some jet junkie just assaulted your mother. We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here. Lastly, don't abandon your post. We're getting paid to stand next to this door, not talk to someone down the street or head to the casino. That goes double for any thoughts of splitting with that gear. Every now and then, some young punk thinks he can run off with Van Graff property. Trust me, the rifle and armor are nice, but they're not worth your life. Other than that, relax. Who knows? You might attract a high roller from the Wrangler over there and never have to pull a gig like this again. Settle in. You got some hours left before your shift ends.
Oh, you look like military type, dude.
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver. Mind if I head in? That's not really necessary, is it? I already told you I got this here revolver, right?
Then I'll have to part you with it.
Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work. Over here!
Now what in the hell do you suppose that was about?
Ooh. If you're in this, I'm likely dead. I can only hope we manage to take out some of your thrice-damned Van Graff's for me. My family deserves that much at least. Okay.
Help me clean this up. No one's gonna want to shop here with a corpse out front. Crap. This I do not need today. Keep your head straight, rookie. Things are about to get interesting.
Oh boy. Hey man, we're cool. Can you just not fuck up my mission here? Is that Pacer?
Hey, Simon. How's it hanging? Looks like you've got a little helper today.
What can I say?
Yep.
Business has been good lately. We can afford to help.
Good to hear, buddy. So is the boss lady in?
You know she is. Why don't you go in and say hi?
Nah, I got some rounds to run. But do pass along that I'm always thinking of her. Actually, I got a better idea. Make the new hire tell her. You'll do that for me, won't you?
Pacer, will you fuck off?
That's a good dog. Well, I'm out of here. Later, Simon.
Way to keep your head, rookie. Let's hope for you yet.
Dude, that's Pacer. I know who Pacer is. Come on. Come here to fuck up my shit, man. I'm like I'm 2 levels of undercover.
It's just about closing time. Let's go see the boss about getting paid. Oh, I'm gonna need the rifle and armor back. Boss's orders.
Do I have my weapons? So, hold on. I'm undercover for myself to the Brotherhood, and then I'm undercover for the Van Graffs for the Brotherhood for myself. That's second degree undercover. Leave, Simon. Just, I don't make me kill you.
Simon's been telling me how it went. Let's do a quick recap. You kept away the undesirables, patted down the rest for weapons, and kept your cool. That is to say, you performed as instructed. Simon was impressed, and so am I. So you get a small bonus with your normal pay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I found someone else with a little more experience, and he'll take over the position starting tomorrow. However, another task has come up that I could use some help with, assuming you're still interested in making some money.
Keep talking.
There's a deal that we've been working on for a while now, and the buyer would like a sample of our weapons. I need you to run a package out to a discreet location that the client has chosen. Sound good?
Totes, I'm gonna shoot you in the face immediately.
Good.
I'm not a
Here's
delivery
the
boy,
package.
I am a courier.
I'll mark the location on your map. The buyer said they'd be in town for quite a while, so there's no rush. That said, try not to dawdle. This client could mean big money.
Hello?
Okay. I tripled my own arm.
Had enough? What have you done?
Oh shit. Oh, I'm naked. Wow. Okay, let's fix that quick here. Oh. Oh. I could pick a little more strategic way to do this. Like, oh yeah, mines. We talked about this. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, I'm naked. Forgot about that. do. None of you have melee weapons. And now you're all in the secluded room.
Murderer.
Oh, they can shoot through that. Okay.
You got a problem?
Not so much. However, there are definitely people that do. Again. Come on.
No.
Ow. Oh shit.
No.
Unresponsive ass fucking game.
Had enough?
I'm unable to...
Come on.
What have you done?
Okay. That was a lot of fucking work. Yeah, I better get a fucking level for that. Oh. Okay.
Aha! You like that?
Simon. Oh wow, Rex is gonna kill the shit out of him. Sorry, Simon. I suppose, yeah, it's Alright. Fuck.
Welcome back, my friend. Well done. This is a small step in the right direction, but it's damn good to move forward again. Now, I believe congratulations are in order.
And some stim packs.
It is my honor to bestow upon you the title of Paladin
straight
of the
to
Brotherhood.
Paladin, alright.
For your meritorious service in its name. Normally there'd be a ceremony and such, but everyone is too busy at the moment for such frivolity. I can give you this, however. Your very own suit of power armor. We can't spare our best, but I had the Knights assemble this one for your use. Which reminds me, you don't even know how to use these, do you? Here, I'll show you. It's easy once you get used to it. First, we'll start with putting it on.
I do like what they've done with power armor in...
There. I think you got the hang of it now. Should be able to use any type of power armor you come across using what you just learned. Very well then. In addition to the armor, I've given the order that all of our arms and equipment be made available for your purchase. Finally, while you are now a member of the Brotherhood, I cannot ask any more of you. I'm sure you have goals of your own outside these walls.
No shit.
You are free to come and go as you please. Though I hope you'll return to us someday in a more permanent capacity.
Probably not.
I wish you the best outside. Brother.
Aww. So on that note, let's go check in with Dude. Hi, puppy. Well, come on. Where is he?
Reports say Mr. House is...
Ah, outsider. I've heard that you were instrumental in providing Hardin with the evidence to bring against me. And here I had thought to use you. Have you come to gloat? Or did you actually want something?
I just want to see her holding up, dude.
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe. It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting... There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them. And we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go out... Bye.
Robots are now using tech
Oh, he
we've never
seems
heard of.
he seems to be taking his
We need to
demotion
send a
pretty
team
well.
up there soon.
All right, so we have 4 DLC. We have the DLC. We have the tribals to check on, and then we can start moving on with the main quest again. But I'll see you then. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. I got a lot planned tomorrow. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. Laters.